Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Jenara.
My name is Mica Camacho.
And today, as part of Project PROA's Financial Literacy Series, we will be presenting what is insurance. Just a little disclaimer, the information being presented to you today is conducted by the presenters' research. We do ask that you all do your own research to stay informed and participate in our discussion today. Today's agenda. So the first thing we'll be talking about is insurance and the three aspects that make up an insurance contract. And then we'll talk about the types of insurance as well as the benefits of having insurance. Then we have like two special guests here today, three from SBDC as well as Calvos and Stay Well Insurance. And then we have our activity at the end.
Okay, so what is insurance? So insurance is a contract represented by a policy in which the individual, like you and the insurance company, will provide protection for the individual, like financial protection against losses. So there are three aspects of insurance. So they are deductibles, premiums, and policy limit. So deductibles are what you pay out of pocket before your insurance company will take over the payment. Premiums are the monthly, biannually, or annually amount of money you pay to maintain your insurance coverage. And lastly, policy limit is the maximum amount your insurer will pay after an insured loss.
The types of insurance are health, life, fire, travel, liability, and even auto insurance, which is also known as car insurance.
Yeah. So there are other types of insurance, but here are just a few examples.
But today, we will be talking about the three most common types of insurance, which are auto, health, and life insurance.
So the first type of insurance that we'll be talking about is auto insurance. So auto insurance is like, as we mentioned previously, it's a contract, but it's between you and the insurance company in which you pay premiums in exchange for protection against losses from a car accident or damage to your vehicle. So as we said before, in the CNMI and most of the United States, it is required by law to have auto insurance to register and drive a car. So what does it cover? So it covers vehicle damage, which includes your car or another driver's car, property damage caused by a car accident, and medical expenses associated with injuries by an accident. So auto insurance costs. So there are two primary costs associated with auto insurance. They are premiums and deductibles. And as we mentioned previously, premiums are what you pay monthly, biannually, or annually to stay protected. And deductibles are the amount you pay before your insurance company will take over. So some factors that determine premium costs are like age, gender, years of driving experience, or accident violation history. But there are other factors and may depend on like your insurance company.
The next type of insurance is health insurance. In the CNMI, sometimes you have certain family members who have to pay doctor bills as a result of their condition or illness, and health insurance helps pay partially or for the full cost of their fees. Health insurance is a contract that requires an insured to pay a portion or all of a person's medical expenses in exchange for a provided directly. Health insurance covers medical expenses, surgical expenses, as well as prescription drug fees and doctor consultations, as well as dental expenses sometimes, only sometimes.
That's true. So the last type of insurance that we'll be talking about is life insurance. So for life insurance, the insurance company will pay a lump sum to your beneficiaries after that in exchange for premium payments. So they can be like your parent, your sibling, your spouse if you plan to marry someone, or a child if you plan to have a child. And the money can be used for like anything, but it's usually used for like everyday bills, mortgage payments, or paying for college. So life insurance is basically it helps the people you leave behind financially. So types of life insurance, there is term life insurance and permanent life insurance. So for term life insurance, it's the most affordable type, and it ranges from like 10 to 30 years for the coverage. And for permanent life insurance, it provides lifetime coverage, usually builds up cash value, and there's several types such as universal, whole, and variable life insurance. But also, permanent life insurance does not expire as long as you keep the premium payments.
The benefits of having insurance is it prevents loan burdens. So some insurance providers offer coverage in the case of unforeseen events. Thus, families are free from the thought of repaying a loan. It also aids in cash flow management. Cash flow management, the stress of paying out of pocket is alleviated whenever insurance providers pay in the case of an insured event. Investment opportunities, some insurance have cash built-in value and it can be invested into stocks or bonds, and the policyholder is able to withdraw from it should they need it. Lastly, it protects your emotional health. So it eases concerns and other feelings of anxiety when certain expenses may arise in your day-to-day life.
Okay, so some companies to look into. So before that, we're just going to talk about group coverage and individual coverage. So group coverage is like employee-based or employee-sponsored coverage where your employer can provide offer insurance plans like to you like the employee and or your dependents. And individual coverage is self-insured coverage, so like you pay your own health plans. So here are some companies. There's Stable, since we have Stable here with us. Aetna, Pacifica Insurance, Underwriter, Century Insurance. We have Calvo's Insurance, so Calvo's with us too. Moyland and Marinos Insurance Company.
That is it from us. And now I will pass it over to Ms. Marcelin from the Small Business Development Center, which is SVBC.
Stand here.
Yep, sure.
Okay. Thank you, Jenara and Mica. Very great presentation. Hi, everybody. My name is Marcelin Pallet. I'm with the Small Business Development Center here at NMC. So as you know, effective December 2021, we became our own network. And our goal is to build small business capacity here in the CNMI. So we're partially funded by Small Business as well as Northern Marianas College. They are our official hosts. So now we have in our network the lead center, which is us here at NMC, the CNMI SBDC network lead office. And we have Rhoda Small Business Development Center and Tinian Small Business Development Center. So right now our interim directors for those two centers are Ms. Diana in Rhoda and Ms. Maria in Tinian. So what is Small Business Development Center? The SBDC provides counseling and training to small businesses, including working with the SBA, that's the Small Business Administration, to develop and provide informational tools to support business startups and existing business expansion. So I'm really excited about this collaboration with Project PROA because I can't wait to connect with students who are interested in opening their small business or expanding their current small business. So is anybody in here planning to open a business or is interested in opening a business? Raise your hand. Woohoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. So, you know, the pandemic was really an excellent time where people turned their hobbies into businesses, right? Because for a lot of them, they didn't have a choice. So SBDC is a major resource for small business owners and aspiring small business owners, so we can get you on the right track. So that's what we're here for. Our office is located in Building P. You can request for counseling services from me and hopefully from our team shortly, because we're building capacity right now. And one of the things that we do is partner with like Project PROA or other collaborators in the community to bring small businesses these tools. So I requested health insurance and Sewa Insurance to come and talk to us a little bit more about what insurance opportunities there are for small business owners, if that's a route that you're thinking of going. Awesome. So here are just some of like the frequently asked questions that I get through my office. And honestly, I'm not an insurance pro, right? So I wanted to kind of have a short Q&A with our guests to see what type of insurance coverage there is out there for small business owners. And for the sake of time, we're just going to keep this to a couple questions. And then you guys can go ahead and ask your questions. And it can be in regards to health insurance and the ones that were previously discussed. Okay, so I'd like to introduce Ms. Marcia Cabo. Could you stand up or wave? Hi. Okay, so she's from Powers Insurance. She's the sales and marketing executive account, right? Okay. And then we have Ms. Noelani McMahon Dariano. She is a sales representative from Stable Insurance. So thank you for coming. Okay, so for somebody who's looking into starting a business, like a sole proprietorship, for example, I'm a sole proprietor, and this is something that I'm very interested in knowing. Are there options for me to get insurance through your companies?
We call it a commercial general liability. These are normally what is required for if you're opening up a business. This type of insurance protects you or your business from financial losses. You have a customer walking into your company, or your premises, or your building or business, basically. That basically is a liability, right? So the individual probably end up in a hospital, and you want to protect yourself as a business owner. So the insurance usually, the claims usually is forwarded to the insurance company. If you do have a liability, that's something that every business should supposed to have. And depending on the type of business, and where is your office located. You have an office, of course, general liability.
Okay, I have like a ton of questions, but I think I'm gonna have to save it for our own training, which you guys can register in the future. But you know, because there's so many different types of businesses, like e-commerce and at-home businesses that don't have like a brick and mortar. And yeah, I'm sure she can answer all of those fabulous questions.
But if you also have employees, workman's compensation is required. That's every business required by law to have workman's compensation.
So going back to sole proprietorship, because you don't have an employee, so is there no option for insurance for sole proprietors?
As a business owner, depending, I'm not really sure what workers' compensation office requires for sole proprietorship.
Okay, awesome. I just wanted for the sole proprietors in here. Okay, great. So no, guys. So if you're a sole proprietorship, you know, that's kind of like an entry type of business. It's very easy to set up, and that's why most people do it. But if you're really looking into getting insurance and, you know, bringing your business up to a more professional level, something that's more recognized, like when getting loans and assistance from SBA and all those other partners, you might want to consider an LLC or a corporation so that you can get those insurance coverage. Awesome. So now, you know, I want to open the floor to Ms. Marcia and Ms. Noelani. And if any of you guys have any questions regarding the types of insurance that we discussed. Okay, so I'll turn it back over to Mica and Jenara.
So thank you, Miss Mercer, Miss Marcia, and Miss Noelani for coming here today. We greatly appreciate it. Can we please give them a round of applause?
Here's their SBDC's contact information, and we also have a register for free counseling. Okay.
Thank you for coming. Please fill this out. It's a survey of our presentation. And we'll also send a link in the Zoom chat box for those who will be on Zoom. Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.